Welcome back to another episode of the Inquisitive Mamba podcast. This is episode 97. Max, what a Super Bowl last night between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. What did you think of that game?
Oh, it was a great watch, Joe.
I loved every minute of it. How about the halftime performance, though? Before we get into the game, we got to talk about Usher's halftime performance.
I don't think there's anyone in the United States of America that liked Usher's halftime performance as much as you did, Joe.
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, you were dancing the entire time.
I had to sit down on the couch the entire time and dance.
Yeah, you were hardly sitting.
I was like sitting down but dancing.
Yeah.
And that was like the hard part.
Insert clip of you dancing right now.
I don't have any.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. That's funny. Anyways, though, but you liked it, though?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good show.
Now you know Usher song, though?
I didn't realize it was such a crime to not be able to name an Usher song. Yes, I know some Usher songs.
When he sang Yeah and he brought out Ludacris,
that was fire.
that was awesome. Alicia Keys was fire too.
Yeah, she was very good. They were very touchy.
That was the thing I wanted to bring up. There was a little bit of controversy between that. What did you think? Because Usher
Was there?
because Usher just got married in Vegas. I'm not sure of his wife's name, but everyone was kind of confused why they were super touchy like that.
That was kind of like sexual. It was really weird.
But it also is it's a performance. It's on stage. Like, I can understand it, but some people didn't get it. But I mean, they're performing. You're artists, you're musicians. It's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it would take away from the aspect of,
I just thought it was really uncomfortable. Like, was she like complicit in that?
I'm sure that they practiced beforehand. I'm sure like maybe it was more in the moment, but I'm guessing that they understood each other throughout the entire
I sure hope so. I thought it was a little suspect.
And he brought out Lil Jon.
Yeah.
That was funny. And
shot.
Yes. Well, Lil Jon's like the king of Vegas.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. There was ads for him all over when we were
yeah.
in Vegas 3 weeks ago.
Well, the Golden Knights, he's always doing performances for the Knights.
Really?
Yeah. So I thought it was a good halftime performance. I would say it's up there all time. I thought it was good.
Really?
Yeah. Did you think it was better than Rihanna's?
No.
No? You liked Rihanna's better?
Yeah.
I mean, for me personally, I liked Usher's better just because.
I think I might be biased, but the Bengals Super Bowl halftime was pretty insane with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem. Yeah. That's pretty nuts.
No, that was a good one as well.
That was so good.
But this one with Usher last night, I thought was one for the books. I mean, that brought me back to like young times.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to listen to Yeah in the car. I'm going on the way to T-ball practice.
I believe it.
I was like 4 years old, just lady in the street, but a freak in the bed to say yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was all over now that I knew the songs,
I knew you did.
I didn't know that the person, I could never name the person that was singing them, but like he was always on the radio.
And he ended it with Yeah.
Yeah.
And also he brought out Her too. Lil Jon, Her, Alicia Keys, Ludacris.
Her?
That's the artist's name, Her.
Is she the one playing the guitar?
Yes.
Was she really playing the guitar though?
I'm sure she was. I don't think she'd be faking that.
Okay.
Anyways, though, what a Super Bowl overall. Chiefs ended up winning 25-22. I know you're not a Patrick Mahomes fan, but we just got to respect his greatness.
I'm fucking sick of it, actually.
I mean, I'm starting to think that we're starting to see baby Michael Jordan before our very own eyes. I mean, 3 Super Bowls in 5 years, 3 Super Bowl MVPs. He joins Tom Brady and Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw as the only QBs with 3 Super Bowl MVPs. And just think about it. Patrick Mahomes is 1 Super Bowl now away from Joe Montana. Isn't that not insane? He's 28 years old. He's played 7 seasons, 6 seasons as a starter. I mean, I just think it's remarkable what he's been able to do.
It's getting old, Joe.
I mean, I think I
can't do much more of this.
I think there's one person in the AFC that can stop him, and he plays for your team, the Cincinnati Bengals. I think they're the only. I mean, as right now, Mahomes is 15-3 in the postseason. He's lost 3 times. Joe Burrow once, and Tom Brady twice. It's kind of funny because they brought up the GOAT conversation last night with Mahomes, and he said it'd be hard to put me in the GOAT hard to put me as the GOAT because Brady beat me in the Super Bowl, and I think that's fair to say. But I mean, he's well on his way.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot possibly imagine watching him get like 4 more rings. That would be devastating. 7?
That would crush me.
Yeah.
As a lifelong Patriots fan, and the thing is they're the first team to win back-to-back Super Bowls since the 2003-2004 Patriots.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just crazy to think about. Like, I mean, the Chiefs are officially a dynasty.
Yeah.
I mean, that people trying to say beforehand, but no, now they are officially a dynasty. 3 Super Bowls in 5 seasons. You've got all the pieces. Can they three-peat? They look like they can. I don't think they're slowing down anytime soon.
Oh, I don't want to see it again. I don't think they can because we're gonna have Joe Burrow at full strength
So you're thinking
next year.
Joe Burrow is the only reason that or can stop Patrick Mahomes.
I sure hope so.
For your sake, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a three-peat would be. I mean, the thing is too is this is the one thing I don't understand about the NFL fans. And no, I'm not talking about the Brads, Dads, and Chads. I'm talking about the NFL fans just in general. How can you hate the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes? I don't get it. Like it's not like they're a great team, but they're not doing anything wrong. They're just winning. Like I don't understand like how you can hate them so much.
That's exactly why you would hate someone.
That much?
Yes.
To the point where like you're like it gives you like
he's also a whiny bitch.
And Brady wasn't?
He was. And everyone hated Brady too.
Well, not everybody, but
yeah.
Well, they hated him when he was on the Patriots, but when he was on the Bucs.
Yeah.
But why can't you just respect somebody for winning? Like why can't you just take a side and go, "Man, that quarterback's really damn good." Like I just respect his greatness. Because you're probably not, I mean, maybe you will, but in our lifetime we might never see it again.
No, we probably won't.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, why can't people just sit there and respect Mahomes?
Because if you just celebrated everyone, there'd be no point in being a fan of.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying just appreciate what you're seeing before your very own eyes.
I think half the fun of being a sports fan is bitching and moaning.
Yeah, like a Karen.
Yeah. You gotta be able to bitch and moan about somebody.
But I still think just in the aspect of it, just like sit back and go, wow, like he's that good. And
I hate him.
I know you. Well, I know you do. Joe Burrow. You're a big Joe Burrow guy, but
that's what people are saying. Like people do say that he's good. No one denies he's good, but you can also complain about it.
Patrick Mahomes, top 5 of all time now. Quarterback of all time, because last year we had this conversation after they beat the Eagles, and we were trying to put him in that conversation. But now,
dude, the quarterback situation is. I mean, there's so many quarterbacks, dude.
When you think about it,
there's so many.
He already has his more wins in the postseason than Peyton Manning does of all time. John Elway, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. He's right just behind Brady and Montana. How is it not? How can you not put him in that conversation?
No, he's probably top 5.
I would say right now. I mean, people may think I'm crazy, but I don't know how it's hard. It's hard not to put him at 3. I mean, you can say Peyton Manning's better, but look what Mahomes has done in the postseason. He's only 28 years old. He has 15 postseason wins. He has 3 Super Bowl MVPs at 28 years old. Brady 1, Montana 2, Mahomes 3. I mean,
there you go.
And if he wins another one next year, he's got 4 Super Bowls.
I mean, I would imagine in the next 15 years he's going to get another Super Bowl. He's not. I mean, he's still got.
I don't see him
plenty of years.
He's
got plenty of years ahead of him.
Yeah. Andy Reid also said he doesn't have any plans of retiring either, because the speculation was, could Andy Reid retire if they win another Super Bowl? He shut that down completely last night.
Yeah. Why would you come out? Why would you quit while you're ahead?
Well, I mean, why not go out on top if anything? But
how old is Andy Reid?
65.
He's got plenty of time.
Yeah. What about Travis Kelce though? I mean, he shut that down last night too. He's not retiring anytime soon.
Good.
He said he's coming back.
Good.
Yeah. So I thought
we need more Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
We do.
Yeah.
We're not there yet though.
Yeah.
Even though now I think for just people, the viewers and stuff, they ask like, "Oh, you talk a lot about sports." Yeah, we do, but I think Taylor Swift is officially enshrined into the NFL.
She's part of the NFL.
I would say
zeitgeist.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Would you? At this point?
Sure, I would say it.
It's going to be, see the thing too with Chiefs.
Do you think they'll last?
Yes, 100%. And we'll get into that. But Travis Kelce even shut that down last night too. He's like, "We're doing just fine. We don't worry
now
about
that season's over, they're actually going to be together.
No, they are. Well, same thing. I mean, obviously Braxton Berrios and Alex Earl aren't on the same scale, but they're in the same boat as well. Like the season's over, they're full time together now as well.
Do you think Travis Kelce will move in with her?
I saw a report back in December that they were already living together, and he bought a bigger house and he bought a.
But she's been on tour. He's been playing. Right, they're not really living together.
Right. Well, she's still on tour right now. She's got to go to Australia Friday to finish her leg of the Eras Tour internationally. She's got a whole nother leg of international tour. So supposedly they say he's probably going to go with her. Yep.
Dude, imagine.
Well, this is what you were saying.
It's crazy to think.
This is what you were saying to me.
Travis Kelce's rich, but
yeah. Well, he's worth But Travis Kelce paid for the Super Bowl box, the suite.
That's crazy.
The $1 million box.
Yeah, I mean, but think of all the State Farm and the Pfizer ads he's doing. He's just bringing in loads of money. I mean, he's rich, but Taylor Swift is.
Oh, well, she's a billionaire. She's officially a billionaire.
She's another level.
A few weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think about, but who would have ever thought that they would be an item? I mean, because we were joking around about it earlier in the year, like on the podcast, and everyone was just kind of like floating it around. No, like they're like an actual couple. I was telling your dad last night, And even just looking at videos from the Swifties and stuff, Taylor Swift's calling Travis Kelce's parents mom and dad. Where's mom and dad? Like, they're an actual couple. Like, a lot of people don't want to face it, but no, they're legit. So, but yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see, like you said, because now, she's going on tour officially. But the next thing too is, will she be at the Super Bowl parade? Because she's got to go to Australia, and they were trying to figure out the time change there. It's going to be really tough because today's the day after the Super Bowl. Friday she's got to be in Australia. You know how international travel is. They say Australia is 16 hours ahead from Eastern.
Probably.
So I don't think they're gonna have a parade tomorrow. So it would have to be either Tuesday or Wednesday. It's going to be very tough for her to make it to the Super Bowl parade.
Right.
Do you think she'll be able to make it?
I don't think so.
Do you think they would make?
She's not going to be on the team bus. Why would she be there? She's not going to be on the team bus. With the team.
Right, but the WAGs, the wives go. Like, Brittany Mahomes was there last year.
Was she?
Yeah.
What's a WAG?
It's a wife of an athlete.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a term they use for, like, the wives.
Right.
And the Niners and the Chiefs and the, you know. But anyways, yeah, I mean, do you think they'll make special accommodations for her to be there? Like, I mean, like, do you think they'll, like, move the parade up for her to be there? I mean,
no, absolutely not.
No, yeah.
No. But she can also go anywhere in the world at any given moment because she has a
private jet.
Giant private jet that she can fly wherever she wants.
That is very true as well. I mean, she made it back for the Super Bowl, but that was a little different because it was a set date. This one here, it can be tomorrow, it could be Wednesday, it could be Thursday. But I'm sure that they're trying to put something together for it. I'm not sure, but who knows?
Yeah, why wouldn't they do it on a weekend though, like a Friday?
Well, it's always a weekday. Like,
it is?
Yeah, like last year's Chiefs one was a weekday. The Nuggets one was a weekday in the NBA. It's just a weird thing they always do it. Like the Patriots, the Buccaneers, when they beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, theirs was during a weekday. It was like middle of the day. They always do that. I'm not sure why they do it, but that's just like a thing.
Wouldn't you want people to get off work and stuff?
You would think, but I mean, surprisingly, like, I don't know. I just think that's just how they do it, really.
Right.
Like, even like the mayors and stuff. I think like the mayors will even say, like, let people out like work basically early if they're allowed to, like, leave and stuff, leave early.
Right.
So, but back to the Chiefs and the Niners game, a little bit of controversy from that game. You remember the whole overtime thing last night with a controversy? Everyone was kind of talking about this is the first time with the new rules in the postseason with the game last night.
Right.
Well, the Niners actually elected to take the ball. A lot of people were confused why they did, because then if you don't convert, you give the Chiefs the opportunity to win the game. So everyone was confused why Kyle Shanahan elected to
go first.
Go first. And there's also,
that is a little dumb.
When you think about it, it is, because if you screw up, then the Chiefs have, and you're putting the ball in the best player's hands in the world. It's like, you know, so. Also kind of funny because a lot of Niners players actually didn't understand the rules. Juszczyk came out after the game and said, we didn't understand the rules and we never even really talked about it. So did Eric Armstead. It's a whole thing about it. So everyone was kind of ripping Kyle Shanahan today because of that. So
yeah, that was a questionable decision.
And Andy Reid with the Chiefs, they basically practiced that the entire postseason. They practiced that every practice for the postseason. Drew Tranquill came out and said, no, we were prepared and ready for it. The players were like, no, this was nothing for us. Yeah, because they learned and they realized from the Bills game and then the new rules. But I don't understand why Shanahan and they didn't prepare for that. I mean, that's really weird.
That is a little.
It's almost like it's like you're preparing for a natural disaster. Like, it's very rare to happen, but if it happens, you need to be prepared for it. You better have a first aid kit and a bunch of water. Clearly they didn't, right? No, when you think about it, they didn't. So, and it was a big miscue there, but I mean, the Chiefs and the Niners, both defenses played great all the way throughout.
Yeah, it was a hell of a game.
It was a hell of a game.
Yeah.
But you know what, too? Another thing, a lot of people, were, putting their heads down in the beginning. The Chiefs were down 10 points in that game, if you don't remember. Yeah, 10-0. And they were down 10 points in the Super Bowl last year. And they came out in the second half and they looked like a basically total different team.
It's coaching.
If it wasn't for that 3rd and 4 at the end of the game that Trent McDuffie made the play, because Chiefs fans were really nervous.
Well, if it wasn't for what about the missed extra point?
Yes, that was huge. But if it wasn't for the 3rd and 4 and the Niners converted that third and 4 at the end of the game there, they would have won the game. That's how important that play was there at the end of the game, because there would have been no overtime. They needed one first down. They would have won the game because there wasn't much time left on the clock.
Right.
And they got the ball back, or they didn't convert, and they gave the Chiefs they gave the Chiefs the ball back. So, I mean, I thought it was overall a great Super Bowl. I mean, I don't think
how quickly is the narrative going to change? Like everyone was saying, Brock Purdy. They're already going to switch up and say that he's not good enough.
No, of course. I mean, I don't think you can really fault Purdy for that. I mean, yeah, there was, he had some miscues during that game, but I mean, the Chiefs defense is spectacular all year long. I mean, they were known for defense. And this is funny because Mahomes said this earlier in the season. He said, we're a scary team. He said, if our defense is playing lights out, we feel like we're the best defense in the NFL. If this offense can figure it out, we're going to be scary. And there you go from last night. But back to Purdy for a second. I mean, I don't think you can really switch up on him. I mean, I thought he played a really good game.
They will.
Oh, no, of course. The media will do what they can. They'll trash him for sure. But, I mean, I thought he played pretty good. I mean, he didn't turn the ball over. I mean, yeah, he got sacked. I mean, the Chiefs, put a lot of pressure on him with Chris Jones. Chris Jones was an absolute force last night. But, I mean, to really switch up on him is kind of hard. But, what people will say is going back to the drawing board, the Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen situation with Purdy is if the Niners didn't have Purdy and they had a Joe Burrow or they had somebody on that caliber, they probably would have won the game last night. And it's tough to say, but that's how it is.
No, he still threw 60% completion.
No,
he played well.
He did, but when you sit there and you look back and you go, well, man, what if we would? It shoulda, woulda, coulda, of course, but. Look what the Bengals and the Niners played earlier this season with Joe Burrow versus Brock Purdy when you saw them on the same stage. And look how much different Purdy looked from Burrow. And yes, Mahomes had an interception last night, but when the game mattered the most, at the end of the season, game on the line, the ball was in the best player in the world's hands, and they proved, again, why they're still the team to beat. But, yeah, I mean, I think the Purdy slander is a little crazy because, I mean, like you said, he threw 60% of his passes last night. He didn't play bad. He didn't turn the ball over. I mean, he's still really young too. It's his first official full season throughout with a postseason as well.
Right,
leading them all the way.
It's crazy. He's younger than us.
Yeah, he's 24 years old.
That's nuts.
So, I mean, I don't think there's really anything to be hang your hat about for Niners fans. I mean, yes, it sucks because you lost to the Chiefs twice in a Super Bowl, but let's not sit here and act like the Kansas City Chiefs are just some not an also ran team. They're the Chiefs for a reason. They're still the team to beat in the NFL, and they proved it again last night. But it just gives me shades of the Patriots all those years. Like they're down. Well, they have the best quarterback in the world. It's arguably the best head in the NFL, the best coach. It just seems like we're repeating again, So,
right.
I don't know. Overall, great game, good Super Bowl. Going to be tough. No football for 6 months.
Dude, I hate when there's no football on.
No football on Sundays.
It goes in phases.
No, it does.
When there's no football on, what do you do on a Sunday?
I don't even know.
Clean your house, laundry,
right? I mean, NBA, but
who the hell? I can't stand regular season NBA. Who cares?
Sunday NBA games, I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to.
What am I gonna go grocery shopping?
Right. Well, yeah, you need to grocery shop. Speaking of that, God. I mean, it's tough because you got hockey, I guess, but I know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know Taylor Swift to the NFL games.
You're not gonna have anything to talk about on your podcast.
I will. We'll go to. We have free agency at the draft. That's the one thing. Football never sleeps.
Right.
I mean, Mitchell Trubisky just got released by the Steelers before we recorded.
Oh, rest in peace, Mitch Trubisky.
So I know, but I
feel like go kick rocks.
I know, but it's crazy, Max, because I feel like we've been so spoiled this entire NFL season. I mean, just for both men and women as a whole, because I mean, the biggest pop culture person in the world entered the NFL. It was a huge thing to talk about.
Are you gonna cry?
Not? No, I'm not going to cry.
You're going to get a little emotional.
I'm not going to cry. I'm going to be a little sad because it was really fun for men and women to come together and you can just talk to girls about football and they can actually relate to.
You don't talk to girls about football. You talk to them about Taylor Swift.
No, and football. You haven't seen some of the Swifties on TikTok that are
you spend
calling out the plays?
I'm talking about Taylor Swift.
And football.
Right.
But I've always been a Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah. You've entered another level now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because she entered my favorite sport, a part of me.
Right. A part of you.
Yes. Last night, her and Travis Kelsey were singing "You Belong with Me" together, pointing.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you see any of this stuff last night?
No.
I woke up this morning and my social media was just flooded with the Chiefs after party last night.
Really?
Yeah. And your favorite person, Brittany Mahomes, gave Post Malone a Chiefs jacket. Did you see that?
No, a used chick Chiefs jacket?
No, just a regular Chiefs jacket, NFL jacket. So Post Malone was performing at the after party for the Chiefs last night, and Brittany Mahomes walked up and basically like gave him a Chiefs jacket, and he was like trying to like shy away from it because he was wearing his Cowboys like bomber jacket, and he's like, only for one song. So that was kind of funny.
Yeah, Brittany Mahomes.
But you know what's kind of funny? Chiefs fans don't really like Jackson Mahomes. I know you don't either, but like,
does anyone like Patrick Mahomes?
Jackson Mahomes. I mean,
he's a creep.
He is.
He's a weirdo, dude. Have you seen the way he looks at the camera when he like does his videos?
Did you see?
And then he was raping that chick. He's just.
Did you see?
I can't believe Taylor Swift even hangs out like near
she doesn't.
him.
Well, did you see last night? Jackson Mahomes went to like give her like a hug, and she was like, she like took just to be nice, but she was like, yeah. Dude,
that kid needs to go.
He's weird. Well, Chiefs fans don't even claim him. They're like, we don't even like Jackson Mahomes.
No. Dude, the spectrum that exists between Jackson Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes, and then
Brittany Mahomes?
No, Patrick Mahomes Sr. Dude, like the spectrum that they exist, they're three completely different individuals.
Completely.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's insane.
Like completely different individuals.
It completely is. But this one is a really good one from last night. Everybody saw it. Travis Kelce pushing Andy Reid in the second quarter.
Did he apologize?
He did.
He needed to apologize.
He apologized.
That was out of line.
He apologized.
That kind of pissed me off.
But he said he's going to keep it between us. I totally understand where you're coming from in that aspect of it, but also at the same time, like, it's high emotions. It's a really big game. So, I mean, I can understand both sides of it, but also at the same time, when you think about it, like, Andy Reid understands him. It's not like he doesn't know him. It's not like they just met yesterday. Like, he understands Travis Kelce's personality probably better than anybody else. He might even understand it better than Taylor Swift does.
No, Joe.
He's been coaching him for years. Travis Kelce even said last night, he said, I owe all my success to Andy Reid. He was basically like kissing his tail.
Right.
Yeah, okay, it looked really bad in real time or whatever. But he also said, I'm going to keep it between us. He said, if the hot mic gets it, then it gets it. What's up?
Is Andy Reid the greatest coach of all time?
No, he's not.
No.
He's in the conversation.
Right.
But no, not yet.
No.
He's definitely up there.
Really?
Yes, for sure. I mean, for what he's been able to do with the Chiefs.
I think if he sheds a few more LBs, he could probably be GOAT conversation.
When he was doing the post game last night, the people ran up and gave him some In-N-Out burgers because Big Red loves cheeseburgers.
Big Red loves cheeseburgers. Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Big Red. I love cheeseburgers. I might go to cheeseburger after this.
Are you an In-N-Out guy?
I like In-N-Out. I think their fries taste like cardboard.
Yeah, their fries aren't
Their
good,
fries taste like Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Their burgers are really good.
Their burgers are incredible.
So good. The animal style.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. Living on the West Coast for just about a year, In-N-Out's the bomb.
Yeah.
They have them in Texas, though, too.
Really?
Yes, they do. Hopefully we're...
You know what's better than In-N-Out, though? Whataburger.
Really?
Yeah, it's good.
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's a Texas classic.
It is.
And the burgers are huge.
They have them everywhere. In-N-Out's one of the most inexpensive fast food chains in the world.
Yeah, it is very affordable.
It is. However, their shakes aren't that good though.
No?
I had every single flavor, vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. Not that good.
Really?
No.
Okay.
But
I won't get their shakes then.
No, I wouldn't.
If I find myself in California, which I don't think I will.
Well, they have them in Texas though too.
I probably won't be in Texas either.
Maybe once.
Maybe I'll go to Texas.
Yeah, but
you'll see Jack.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Anyways, but though In-N-Out's fries not very good. But also, last thing about In-N-Out, one of the healthiest fast food burgers in the world because it's made with real meat. It's not greasy. You can look it up. There's like a whole thing about it. I researched about it. It's like pretty healthy.
Really?
It was rated like, if I'm not mistaken, it was rated like the #1 most healthiest.
Healthier than White Castle?
You can answer that question yourself.
White Castle's really healthy.
You think so?
The way it puts you right on the throne, it's like having a colonic.
Ugh, gross. Ew. No, we talked about White Castle. This one's a good one for you though. I told you this when we were watching the game. Taylor Swift was chugging a beer.
No.
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
Well, that's what you asked me last time. Of course it's allowed.
I don't think it's allowed.
Why wouldn't it be?
She's Taylor Swift. She's got this picture perfect Hollywood persona.
And everyone was like shocked because she was at the nightclub last night. And like she's like doesn't go to clubs and stuff. Even though like Swifties said she does like party in New York City, but like this was like a big deal for her last night, like partying at the nightclub.
I don't know why you would ever want to be in public ever the way that she gets like
I know
like,
that and her
photographed everywhere she goes, dude. It's so annoying.
Well, that's the one thing too. It's insane. I mean, but like they were like her and Travis were like in the moment last night. I was like shocked. I was like, wow, they're just letting loose. I mean, her security was around them, but like I was just shocked because like you said, there's so many photographers and people around her and stuff. Yeah. There was a video afterwards with Brittany Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, and Patrick Mahomes, and they were like walking, like leaving like the after party or whatever, and like people were just like crowded them like crazy. She was like trying to like duck down and stuff. Like, imagine like going through that though, like actually like being in her shoes, or just like a big like
terrible
celebrity
to be so rich and famous,
but
and talented.
Right, but you can't go to places.
Yeah, I know that doesn't.
That's the one thing. Like every time you go to the grocery store, she can't go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like Travis Kelce even said, he's like,
I could do without going to the grocery store though.
You could.
I could go without that.
Or like, but just like the normal things, like you say that now.
What would I miss about being in public? I would definitely miss like sitting at a bar with a bartender.
Yeah.
And just you and talking to the bartender and like having a beer.
Yeah.
That is something I'd miss. I wouldn't like nightclubs. You can get a table and you can like have your own section at least.
Yeah.
But being able to go to a place, a bar, I think that would be the one thing that would really annoy me about being famous. If I wanted to just go to a bar and just like talk to the guy,
absolutely,
you'd have to go out to like the middle of Montana maybe. And
no, I mean that's the thing when you think about it. Even like smaller celebrities get like mauled everywhere they go.
Yeah,
I mean she's just on a whole different level. Same with like Justin Bieber.
I think I could go to Buster's anytime.
That place still exists.
Yeah, and get a beer there.
Yeah,
hang out with the bartender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still we're still on the like afterwards of the Super Bowl. So Travis Kelce last night. You left basically after the awards start. Like,
how long did you stay?
Well, I hung with your dad for about 10, 15 more minutes. We chatted.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm sure you did.
It wasn't, we would like kind of just embrace the moment. Like sitting there like the Chiefs and just like the afterwards though. We were kind of laughing at Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce last night, Taylor Swift
invented the fade haircut. Did you know that?
Travis Kelce invented the fade haircut, Max?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The skin fade. He invented it.
Really?
Yeah, he's the first person to ever do it.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm being completely like not serious or not. It's not his haircut. But people are calling it his haircut.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It's not. It's been around since like the early times, like 90s, 2000s, early 2000s. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Pretty sure Travis Kelce invented the
No, my cousin's been getting that haircut since he was like 15. His son gets that haircut.
I used to have a fade.
You should get that. I'll get it if you get it.
I think I'm on the long hair wave right now.
I'll get it if you get it.
A fade?
Yeah, I will.
I've had a fade. I've had a skin fade from like I had my hair skinned all the way up to here. Yeah.
Holy, really?
Yeah, in England. I was
like
give me your
0?
usual. Yeah, I went to England. I was like, give me your usual. The Turkish barbers in England. Yeah. Just skinned me right up all the way up here.
No, that's like a barber special.
Yeah.
That's their favorite haircut to do.
Yeah.
I was driving here and I saw Travis Kelce's barber cutting his hair yesterday. Just a picture of it, the skin fade.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was thinking, Max, you should get that.
Should I?
Yeah. If you get it, I'll get it.
Okay.
I'll get the skin fade.
I'm not getting a haircut anytime soon, though. I don't want to get rid of the mullet.
I think it's time.
No.
I've told you, it's been like, 3 years now?
Yeah.
I think out with the old, in with the new.
Ooh.
Skin fade? Travis Kelce. You can get a beard, too.
No.
I can't do that. I would, but the thing is, though, with that haircut, you have to maintain it. You have to keep up with it.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It's like keeping up with your haircut.
I go for a haircut once every 2 months.
Yeah, not that. Travis Kelce, my cousin.
I cut it really short and then let it grow really long, and cut it really short and then let it go really long.
He gets a haircut probably every 2 weeks because my cousin takes his son to get the skin fade every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's not.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Financially irresponsible.
That it is.
Yeah.
But people like that haircut and they like to look good with it. It's funny. Tight end for the Cowboys, Jake Ferguson has that haircut too.
Nuh-uh.
The skin Travis Kelce.
Right.
Yeah. So you're out on the Travis Kelce haircut for right now?
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna go with that.
So here you go. Travis Kelce shuts down conspiracy theorists doubting the Taylor Swift romance. You're all crazy. So that shuts down right there. So they'll be together.
You don't think it's a publicity stunt?
No, at this point, no. I've told you countless times it's not a publicity stunt. There's
He's
no
just
way.
gonna go travel the world with her on tour.
Taylor Swift is founder. Yeah. Taylor Swift's founder Endgame. That's one of her songs from.
Is that right?
What's that album called? Oh, is it Reputation? Yeah, I think so. Gosh, if I get that wrong, Swifties might come for me.
Yeah, you might be done.
We can't have that happen.
Can you imagine you have to go sit and listen to the same show every night though?
Oh, I could do it.
I'd be over it.
Come on.
I'd be bored.
What? You get to you could really? Well, who said he's gonna be at every show?
Well, if he's traveling, we're there on a PJ.
That's true.
He's not going anywhere to go. He's in like down Australia. Not really a bucket list place for me.
No.
I mean, I could take it or leave it.
Really?
Yeah. I think I'd rather go to Japan.
Taylor Swift just had her tour there in
She
Tokyo.
did. And then she went straight to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, she did. Anyways, though, Australia for me would be really cool just to see like the kangaroos and like the opera would be really cool, but it's so freaking far.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
I
not
could
really
go.
accessible for most people to go to Australia.
What do you mean accessible? Oh, you're
Like
saying,
it's just
not,
like
it's not
you have
easy.
to take 2 weeks off work.
Yeah.
Like you got to travel for 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
However, England and those areas over there, like countries over there, it's like feasible. Like LA to Tokyo is only 8 hours.
Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you go the Pacific way. You don't
Yeah,
go,
of course.
You don't go this way, so you go around.
Yeah, of course.
But like, how far is like from Miami to Paris is like, or like England is like what, 8 hours?
9 hours.
Yeah. So that's not. I mean, I guess when you do the New York to California flight, it's 6. Really, it feels like 9 because of the time change. You can do it, but it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It is long though.
Yeah.
flight.
Well, that's what Travis Kelsey was saying about living in Missouri. It's very central for traveling everywhere.
Never been to Missouri.
No, I don't even know. I couldn't find it on a map.
It's in middle of the United States, isn't it? Like kind of.
I don't know. I'm sure it's somewhere up there.
They have amazing barbecue though.
Really? I guess if I looked at a blank map, I could probably pick it out.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be super confident about my answer though.
No. Can you name the capital of?
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
It is. Do you know that it's weird because, so Joe Buck was saying this. He was on a podcast. I was on TikTok and he saw this. He was like, it's weird because now, well, before this half the state used to be split Kansas City Chiefs fans and the other half was just other NFL fans. Because Kansas City is not in Missouri, right?
No, it is.
Oh, it is. Yeah, but what was the thing? No, I'm sorry. Kansas is not, right? There was a thing I saw when the Ravens were playing the Chiefs and the two governors had a friendly wager between the two states, but Kansas City is not. Kansas City's in Kansas.
No.
Or Missouri. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It was the Kansas governor and the Baltimore governor. That's what it was.
Right.
So the Kansas governor was like betting for the Chiefs, even though they're not in Kansas. They're not in Kansas. They're in Missouri. That's what it was.
Right.
That's kind of weird though when you think about it.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. That was a whole hoopla.
Well, because like Kansas fans root for Kansas. I mean, that's the Chiefs of their team. But that was the thing about it. Like Joe Buck was saying, like it was confusing because it's a lot. Like it's split all the way. That whole area over there. It's not all Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Right.
So. Anyways, but and right before we wrap up here, NFL fans were upset and they think that the game was rigged for the Chiefs. Thoughts?
We talk about this. Seems like every week. There's no way in the world that anyone could ever rig a football game. It's
No.
not possible.
You don't think so?
No. Even if it was possible, it wouldn't be possible to keep the secret.
Yeah.
There's too many people that don't give a shit enough that would tell like that there's fishy stuff going on. Hush money's not going to work. You can't keep somebody silent forever. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.
It's impossible.
It's definitely not rigged.
no.
But I mean, before we do wrap up, we just have to talk about the game-winning like touchdown. McColl Hardman. He said that he blacked out. He didn't even know that he caught the ball.
Yeah.
When he caught it, he was like in shock.
Same play as the last.
Same play as
Yeah.
last one to Tony.
Yep.
Is that not insane?
That is crazy.
When you think about it, people were going crazy like on social media. They're like, it's just a zig route in Madden. He goes, you go like this, and then you go back out. But doesn't matter who it was. It could be Hardman, it could be Tony, it could be Sky Moore.
Tony, not activated. Didn't play yesterday,
No,
did he?
2
Not at
Super
all.
Bowls now for Tony.
But he didn't play.
No, but he's got 2 rings.
He's injured.
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 Yeah,
Injured.
he said he's not injured on Instagram Live.
Right.
Yeah, he said he's not injured. So, but did you see the Super Bowl like food prices and the beer prices? $18.99 for a beer. I think that's about. I mean, for a Super Bowl, I thought it would. I would think it'd be.
I mean, that's
even
just
more
normal
than that.
Vegas prices.
That's what I
dude.
feel like. Yeah, people were so
You're getting
upset
a
about
24-ounce
those.
beer for. I mean, a 12-ounce beer in Vegas is $13.
Yeah,
So you're getting 24 ounces for $19.
Yeah.
It's not crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, Vegas just outrageous on the prices. Absolutely kills me.
yeah. I thought it was the Super Bowl prices were insane, just for the tickets. Even Gronk was like the tickets were ridiculous. Like he
Yeah.
was just saying, like I mean,
There's no regular people that go to the Super Bowl.
no. I mean,
They're all-
from the conversation we had from the whole thing, like how many Super Bowl celebrities and stars go to the Super Bowl because it was in LA that one year. I mean, Vegas is like mini LA, but just the amount of celebrities and stars that were there was just ridiculous. I mean, they went and showed like a whole sweet box, and I was just like, it was like a A-list row. It's like Jesus.
Yeah.
It's not for normal people.
No.
Like some people, they were going.
Did Portnoy go to the Super Bowl?
No, he did not.
Really?
I watched the interview of him saying that he did not.
Really?
No, he did not. A lot of people don't like Portnoy, like because of just everything about him.
Well,
but
he's
like
very abrasive.
He is, but you know what? He is the type of person. Like there's like a TikTok person. He does a lot of interviews where he goes around and he interviews a lot of people. And like Portnoy and him did like a 5-minute just on the street interview.
Who?
This guy named Adam Lynn and Portnoy. Like he just goes around, like he's just one of those like TikTok people, and he's like a journalist basically, a freelancer, and he goes around and he just interviews people on the street and stuff. Like just like at the Super Bowl events, he interviewed Peyton Manning. He's interviewed a bunch of them, but I thought it was pretty interesting because when you think about it, like that's a 5-minute interview with Portnoy. That's a lot of time. And Portnoy's he's a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I think Portnoy understands the value in getting eyes on himself, so he always takes pictures with fans. Like he's always trying to get his face in more people's camera rolls.
No, he's really smart.
Yeah.
But last part to end the show, not NFL, it's Taylor Swift. Like just the last like 30 seconds I'm going to get are a clip because this is it. So it was her 13th game yesterday. Her lucky number is 13, and they won the Super Bowl, the Chiefs.
No.
Yep. Crazy, right?
No.
And did you know before Allegiant Stadium was built, one of the workers put a Chiefs flag underneath the ground before it was built? He put it in the ground before the stadium was built. Yep. You can look it up. And also, did you know this? Taylor Swift's last time she was at Allegiant Stadium was when she performed, and the Chiefs won last night. And Mahomes has never lost. Mahomes has never lost a game in Allegiant Stadium, nor he's never lost a game to the Niners. I know, you don't like it.
This is crazy, Joe.
Is it not though? People
That's
were saying,
lunacy.
Well, that's why people were saying it was rigged.
Lunacy. Has she ever been to an NFL game before?
I don't think so. Well, maybe when she was younger with her dad, she might have went to an Eagles game because her dad's a huge Eagles fan. Scott Swift. Huge Eagles fan.
Really? Mm-hmm. Like, has she ever been to a Super Bowl before?
No.
Never?
I don't think so, no.
Really?
But going back to all of her songs, like I'm sure when you were younger, you listened to her songs, like "You Belong with Me" and all that. Like
Romeo and Juliet one.
She talks a lot about football.
Really?
Yeah. I was telling your dad this last night. Like I'm on the bleachers cheering for him and all.
I'm on the bleachers.
And like the music video is a football player, and guess what? The football player's number is McColl Hardman.
No.
Yep. So like it was always meant to be, Max.
It was always meant to be.
It was. I told you that. I've been trying to tell you this, and Swifties will even agree with me this. I've told them, I said, well, maybe one day I'll write a book about their relationship, of just how much she's like.
You could write a book. If anyone's qualified, it's you, Joe.
I definitely could about this stuff.
Yeah. Because
it's actually real. Like people don't understand. Like try to like put it all together. She's been a football fan her entire life. She's just been missing her end game, which is Travis Kelce. Because remember how you said she's been with so many guys. Yeah, but this is it. Travis Kelce is her missing person.
I'm so happy for her.
I think you are. Deep down inside.
It's all I've ever wanted.
Right?
Was her to find love.
Well, I think now you do.
My one goal in life is for Taylor Swift
to find love.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm really proud of her.
Her and Travis Kelce?
Yeah, I think they're destined to be.
It's
great for the New Heights podcast, Joe. It was a perfect storm for the media careers of the Kelsey brothers. To be fair.
Was.
Like, because they're gearing up to retire and go into media.
Yep.
Taylor Swift just skyrocketed both of them.
She did. Is that?
Perfect.
I mean, well, I'm gonna say this. She skyrocketed the Inquisitive Mamba podcast.
Yeah.
All the views we've gotten and stuff from just her coming into football. And
Thank you, Taylor Swift.
And Travis Kelce and the Chiefs.
And Travis Kelce and the Chiefs.
Last thing I'll say, who would have ever thought? Did you
Joe,
ever
you know what we should do?
What?
In the off season, we should convert to an all pop culture podcast.
Well, I was thinking that since you said that, what are you going to talk about since football is going to be over? We'll talk about that, but we will definitely talk more about pop culture for sure. You'll have to do your homework and stuff.
I'll have to start doing some research to start talking about some events.
Because because it's going to be big. You got the Oscars coming up.
Really?
You got the Oscars coming up. You got the Eras tour coming up. More of the international tour. I mean, there's other sports going. I mean, of course, you got basketball, you got hockey and stuff. Baseball's so boring.
Does anyone watch baseball?
No,
it's the worst sport in the entire world, dude.
I mean, I'm a Yankees fan, man, but it's still.
boring. I do like that. You know how many people are up in arms about the tradition of baseball and how you have to keep it the traditional way. That you don't want a pitch clock, you don't want this. Shut up.
Right.
Viewership on the baseball has been declining for 25 straight years.
Yep.
While every other sport has been climbing the ranks.
Yeah.
So shut up about the tradition. Your sport is failing. Figure it out. Make it go faster because it's really fucking boring to watch.
Yeah. All right.
Excuse my French. I hate baseball. Dude.
I know you do.
I will watch the World Series like 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
And it's like mildly entertaining.
I mean, it's crazy to think about, but like nobody even talks about the Rangers and the Diamondbacks World Series. It was in November. You would think it never even happened. Nobody talks about the small market teams. We're not going to get into that. But anyways, yeah. I mean, I think that really does it for us. All the NFL fans, to all the Swifties, Taylor Swift fans, thanks for tuning into the Inquisitive Mamba podcast for this amazing football season. I think it was really one for the books. If it wasn't for my dad saying to talk about Taylor Swift and stuff, I probably wouldn't have talked about it. He said, add it to the podcast and see how it goes and stuff. And now we have Swifties that come in the comment section, Max, and say, are you talking about the game tonight? When are you going to be talking about the after party? So as much as, people don't like to talk about it, it's gotten really big. Portnoy talks about it all the time. Big Swiftie.
He's a big Swiftie.
So, but yeah, it was a great, season, and it was awesome to see. She attended 13 games. They won on her 13th game attending Super Bowl. I know you're not a Chiefs fan, but I just think we'll one day look back in life, and this definitely will be history for sure. I mean, there will be books written about this. I'm not saying I'm going to write one, maybe later in life.
Do you think Travis Kelce's a first ballot Hall of Famer now?
100%.
Really?
Oh yeah, of course. He's arguably the greatest tight end of all time. If he's not the best, and he's second best. But anyways, yeah, it was really cool to see like how the
I didn't get why they ran a
women.
Screen with Travis Kelce. He should be the one out lead blocking. Why are they running a screen to Travis Kelce? He's like the slowest guy on the field.
No, it's just a play that Andy Reid runs. But anyways,
it's dumb. Where's he gonna go? Even if they get lead block, you're gonna have a corner from the other side of the field get over to the other side by the time he goes 10 yards downfield.
Your mind is completely away from the history part of the show.
Yeah, that just reminded me. I was that is the weirdest play. Why Travis Kelce's not gonna get you 10 yards? That's a play you run to Christian McCaffrey or somebody quick over there. Kadarius Toney, put him in.
Yeah, but
screen.
Yeah, anyways.
Who's blocking?
Right,
you've got a receiver blocking for a tight end. Let the tight end block for the receiver.
Yeah. Anyways, though, I mean, I thought it was a great NFL season. I mean, overall, it was awesome. I mean, it was cool to see.
I mean, for me, it was horrific.
Well, Burrow got hurt, but I thought it was a great NFL season. Just overall, I mean, it's going to suck for 6 months, but it is what it is, and it was a great way to end it. The Super Bowl was great. Joe? We'll figure it out. The IQM will figure it out. We will figure it out. Well, thanks again. As always, the Inquisitive Mama podcast is on Spotify. It's on Apple Podcasts. It's on YouTube. Wherever you find your podcasts, we're there. Thanks again for Max coming on. We brought him back on earlier, actually back in 2023, and he said, let's run it back, and we did that, and we're ready to go for this offseason, and we'll see what's next in store for us. We'll see you guys when we see you.